welcome back to my channel, everybody. So today we are going to be doing a tutorial. Yes, I know you guys like the sound of that. And before we get started, I'm going to show you guys the tools that I use. And I know you guys see this little drawing that I did on the other page, which I'm going to show you guys. So this is a drawing that I recently did. It's a little messy here, but I'm going to explain that to you. So I did this drawing, filmed it for TikTok, and I also filmed it for my Patreon, and I filmed it as a real-time video. So if you guys are interested in seeing my real-time videos, go ahead and check out my Patreon because I post real-time videos there so you guys can see my full process from start to finish without being sped up. So I filmed this for TikTok. So I also filmed a little tutorial on how I set up my TikTok space as well, which I'm going to be posting that on TikTok later. Well, really not my TikTok space, but how I film or set up for TikTok videos. So these little lines here is actually for when I zoom in with the phone so that I can make sure I don't go outside of these lines when I'm recording. So that way I don't have to keep looking back at my screen to see if I'm in the right spot or not. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Been trying to, get back to drawing every day. So I've been, putting little dates on it and everything. So today we are going to be drawing. I'm going to show you guys the reference picture. Hold on one second. So this is the reference picture that I chose off my Pinterest. Sorry, my computer's looking a little dusty, a little crusty, but it's okay or whatever, because we're going to get it fixed up later. But this is the this is the picture that I chose for the reference today. She got some cute braids going on and a nice little 3/4 view because that is the main focus for this tutorial today. So yeah, that's the reference, and yeah. And so I'm gonna show you guys my tools and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so these are the tools that I'm using. This is my favorite mechanical pencil ever. This is the Graph Gear 500 0.5 by Pentel, and all the links will be down below for the tools that I'm using. Now, you don't have to get the same exact tools that I'm using. Like I said, it's not your tools that make the art. It's the artist that makes the art. It's not the tools. So yeah, this is just my favorite mechanical pencil, and I also based my digital painting sketch brush that I made for Procreate. I based it off of this pencil, so that's a little fun fact there. And another thing is I really like using 0.5 lead because it's just nice and small, and it's really, it's great to get into detail with the 0.5 lead. And then I've got my Faber-Castell eraser pencil, which is amazing because you can sharpen it. You can take a sharpener and just sharpen the pencil whenever you need some more eraser. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I mean, wow. And then you can just get into the details and stuff and erase little small areas with a little sharp eraser pencil. So I really like this. It'll be in the links below. And then I have you already know, my favorite Prismacolor Cola Erase photo, what is it? Non-photo blue, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. My Prismacolor Cola Erase blue non-photo copy pencil. And apparently these pencils are actually used for when you are drawing or whatever, and then you maybe ink over it and you want to scan it. When you scan it, the pencil won't show up after it. So that's a little fun fact, but I just use it really just to sketch down a rough sketch before I put in my pencil lines. And I also just like the way that it looks. It really makes my pictures look really nice and organic, and I don't know, I just like the sketchy look. And also just it just helps me to put down the foundation of my drawing before I make a final decision with it in pencil. So yep, I'm gonna have that down in the links below. And then I also have this eraser here, which I've used this eraser a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite eraser, but I think it's the best eraser that I've had so far. I don't really use this much because I really go into details with the little small eraser pencil, but this is a good eraser. This is the General's Tri-Tip eraser, so that's gonna be in the links below as well. So yeah, enough of my yapping or whatever. Let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen my pencil up with this pencil sharpener that I got from Walgreens, actually, or is it CVS? It was one or the other. But okay, wow, that is very sharp. I think this is really interesting, how they have it like this, so it doesn't spill out. That's really cool. So maybe I can find a link for this and put it below if you guys are interested in this sharpener. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the sketch. So first things first is we draw our circle for the head. And you guys bear with me, it's been a minute since I've done a tutorial for YouTube, so I might be a little nervous. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're just going to use a light hand and we're just gonna lightly put her down on the paper. Can you see it with the blue lines? My goodness, it is so light. I'm gonna try and make it as dark as I possibly can for you guys, so y'all can see what's going on. So I'm gonna just gradually build it up so you guys can see the circle. And then we're going to make the 3/4 line, which will divide the face in half, where it should be, where the eyes should be, where the nose should be, all of that. So we're just gonna make a curved line that's going right here on the circle for that nice 3/4 view. Okay, so we've got our circle down, and we've got our 3/4 line down. And now we're gonna make the line that goes across the face for the eyes. And we're gonna make that curved as well. I like to make the lines curved because it just, you know, reminds you that we're drawing a 3D object. So we're just gonna let that line go nicely across the face like such. And then we're gonna start drawing out the rest of the face. Now, I don't really get too much in detail with like the organic shapes of the face and, you know, the curves yet. I just make the basic lines of where the side of her, what do you call that? The cheek, yeah, the side of the cheekbone, like where the side of the cheekbone will start, or yeah, and then where it'll slope down to the chin. That's what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna take it down to about here, and we can always adjust this later if we feel the need to. But, so we're gonna take it down to right there. And then you can even line that line up to where the chin is now, the 3/4 line. And then we're gonna take the side of the face to the side of the under part of the chin. We're gonna take it upwards. We're gonna stop it about right here. Okay, and then we're gonna bring it up like this, just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw the rest of the top of her head. Now this isn't really the top of the head here because this is just the base of where the head is going to sit around on. So now I'm drawing the rest of the head. We're just gonna take it around there, probably like a 1/2 inch away from where the circle started. Okay, and then we're going to draw that ear in. It's gonna be like around here. It's going to end where we left off, right there. Okay, I could go ahead and draw the neck too, just draw the slope of the neck right here, but really I just like to go straight to the rest of the details of the face, so we're just gonna keep that like that for now. So now let's get to my favorite part of the face, which is the eyes. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do the technique that I figured out over my years of practice. So we're going to start out with 3 lines, okay, that form kind of like this obtruse triangle. I don't even know if I'm using the right terms, y'all, but we're going to make kind of like this 3-sided triangle, and it's kind of like going off to the side like such, so we can get that 3/4 view effect. Okay, so we've got one there, and then we're going to make a line across from where the top of that triangle is to the other side of the face, and we're going to try to make it as adjacent as possible from this line, so it can be nice and parallel as possible. Okay, and then we're going to draw in the other eye guideline. Now this is just our guide, okay? So we're gonna draw one line like this, okay? And then we're gonna make it go up like that, and then one line like this, kind of going like that. You're gonna stop it there. because we're gonna stop the eye from going too far. So it's gonna be like around there. So you know, you got this little section of where the eye will stay within this part of the face. I hope I'm explaining this right, y'all. You know, it's easier, you know, to just look at what I'm doing than for me to explain it. I'm sure you guys have heard me say that a million times, but yeah. So it's gonna be kind of sloped downwards. And then we're gonna bring that line down. I'm actually gonna correct this one a little bit and bring it down like this. And then we're gonna connect it like such, okay? So we've kind of got this guideline. We've got a four-sided rectangle. I wouldn't really call it a square. It's more of a rectangle. I guess it could be a square, but you know, we're gonna have this four-sided rectangle or square, and then we're gonna have this three-sided triangle. So that's what's going to give us our base for the 3/4 view of the eyes. Okay, and I'm actually going to take the reference and I'm going to show you guys what I see when I'm creating these shapes, so then you can get an understanding when you're looking at other 3/4 references how to break it down. So I don't know if I'm gonna move this because sometimes I readjust things, but we're gonna keep it here for now. I don't know, I might move it, readjust or whatever, but normally I don't make the lines for this as dark as I do. Right now I'm just doing it so you guys can see. All right, so next we're going to do the nose. So the nose, I like to keep it, you know, as, you know, kind of like right where you see where the first circle that we made, I kind of like, that's kind of like my guideline of where the nose would go. So I start the nose like around there, okay? And so when you're making this 3/4 nose, it's gonna be like another little triangle, but it's gonna be upside down. And it's gonna be like a short line here, and then it's gonna be a longer line here. So it can give us the illusion of it being turned at a 3/4 angle. So we've got a cute little 3/4 nose, and this is just a guide for it. So, you know, it's not done yet. We're just putting down our base. So we've got that going on. And now we're going to put in our base for the lips. So I also make a triangular shape for the lips. And I'm gonna put down, you know, the reference picture to show you guys what I'm seeing, so you guys can learn how to break down the features of the face in geometric shapes. Because it's really not as, what is the word, complicated as we make it. We just have to break it down into these geometric shapes first, and then we can make the organic shapes, which are all the curves and all the details. Okay, so, and I normally don't really do this either. I kind of just draw the lips. I just draw the lips in. I don't really do this shape thing anymore since I've gotten so used to doing it without it, but I'm doing it for you guys so you guys can see, you know, it can help you with your placement. So yeah, you're probably gonna see me change, like, you know, maybe move some things here and there, but this is just to help you guys see, you know, how to kind of guide you with the face and everything like that. Alrighty, so now that I've got this, we can do the eyebrows now. So for the eyebrows, what I like to do is I kind of like to kind of make this kind of shape going here, and then I guide it across the forehead like this. Almost like you're making a face mask, like almost like you're making, like, you know, Incredibles and how they have a little eye mask on. Kind of think of it like that. And so, like, see, I'm gonna actually just draw it all out for you so you can kind of imagine what I'm seeing here. And so if you imagine it like that, then it's gonna help you to place those eyebrows nicely. So now we can just go ahead and just draw those eyebrows out like such. Okay. And then we can do another one over here. And if you needed to, when you draw one eyebrow, you can always, you know, draw that across, draw another line across to make sure it's you know, on the same level if you'd like to, but you really don't have to do that. Alrighty, so we've got that, and that's basically all of the base that we really need. I'm gonna draw her neck here, and for the hair, okay, we definitely want to do the base for the hair as well. So I'm gonna do her hairline, which is kind of like, I think it's, what do you call it, a widow's peak or something? I don't know, something like that. And then, yeah, I'm gonna just do that, and we're gonna just make the shape of it. The little baby hairs is confusing me. I'm like, do I make that the shape of it? But I'm not gonna overthink it. We're just going to make the little M shape, and then we're gonna go over to the sideburns and bring it down like that. And then we're gonna, looks like I might need to make her head a little bit larger, as I notice. You know, I'm always changing things as I go and adding things, you know, if I see it's not looking right. So I hope that, you know, you guys realize that even though I do put these, you know, guides down, that, you know, everything can be shifted or moved or changed to your liking if it doesn't look right to you. So it's not a set in stone place, you know? It's just to help you to learn to look at references and see the shapes in it, so it can make your life a lot easier. So we've got this circle going on, and then I'm going to start making those braid rows. I'm gonna be making the rows only. So we're gonna be making the rows, okay, for the corn rows. And we're just going to place them. Sorry if you can't see it much, but you're gonna see it more when I go in with the pencil. Okay, so it's like 3 right here. And you don't have to count it and make it accurate like I am trying to, but I don't know, it's kind of helping me. So if it helps you, do it. I say do whatever helps you. So this is the 4th one. And then we're gonna just continue making it. It gets a little larger as you go to this side of her face. Okay. Getting somewhere. It's coming off her head like such. Okay. And one that's coming down like this. And then another one like this. And you notice the cool illusion of this is, you know, because it's 3/4 view on the side where everything is smaller, the braids are closer, and then with the side where everything is closer, everything is starting to space out. So it gives you that perspective that the head is shifted. So just keep in mind that to keep those spaces, you know, going where they need to be. I'm just trying to make sure, okay. Sometimes it may look a little bit different than the reference, and that's okay, because this is a stylized version. Okay, and so it comes down like a nice little waterfall, a nice waterfall of braids. Okay, and so now we have these guidelines of where to put the details of the braids in. Okay. Cute, cute. I'm probably gonna give her a different top or something too. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just do the bust up or something, since this is just a face. So I don't know yet. But yeah, we're not gonna focus on that because that part isn't as important. Okay, so it looks like we have the base down for everything. We've got the eyes, the nose, the lips, the eyebrows, and we've got the rows for the braids. So now we can go in with our pencil. Yay, pencil time, and start putting those details in. So I'm gonna take my glasses off for this because we're getting serious. So we're gonna start off with this eye. So like I said, things may change as I start to see, you know, maybe placements that I put things that maybe I don't like as much, I might change the position of it a little bit. Like I said, these are just guidelines to help you, you know, figure out how to place them. And, you know, because everybody has a different style. So maybe your eyes are going to be bigger. Maybe the lips are going to be bigger or smaller or whatever. So it really just depends on what you like and what you're seeing when you look at the reference. So it's not meant to be exactly like mine or exactly like the reference, but just what makes you comfortable. So that's what I think is a good way to look at it, because yeah, just go with the flow, really. So we're going to start out with this eye over here, and we're just gonna start rounding out the top of the eye. And then I'm gonna give her like wing. I'm gonna draw in the first pupil. Okay. All right, so I'm probably gonna change some things. I think I wanna make the nose a little bit higher up. So I'm probably gonna do that. And just bear with me, because you know, when I'm drawing like on my own, I just sometimes I'll jump from place to place. So that kind of happens sometimes. So, you know, just bear with me on that. Okay. All right, so let's get back to the other eye. So I don't know, did I make it too far? I might have. We will see. I'm gonna see. Let's just try it. Let's see if it worked out. So we're gonna draw it in. Maybe it worked out. I don't think it's too far. I think it's fine. I'm gonna draw that wing. That's my favorite. I always love drawing a good wing. I'm gonna lightly sketch it in. I think it's good to lightly sketch things in too, even if you have the guidelines down, just to make sure it looks right before you place it. Oh, she's looking cute. Okay, guys, so I am just working on all of the details now, putting in the eyes, the nose, and the lips, and you'll notice that I may change, like, you know, the position of them, but that's kind of just like my process. You know, if I see an area where I'm like, oh, okay, the nose will look better here, maybe a little higher, or maybe a little lower, or the lips will look better like this, and, you know, I'll change it. And then I'm adding those cheeks and just really making that come out, adding those curves in and everything, and just kind of going along the base. So sometimes I don't always follow the base exactly. It's just there to just kind of like, you know, help me out. But yeah, I just kind of change things as I see fitting. And I encourage you to do the same. Like, if you aren't liking a certain part of your character, then try something else. Try a new position, try a different size or something. So yeah, just really experiment with it. It's really all an experiment, and just you having fun with it ultimately, not trying to make it perfect or exactly like the reference, since, you know, this is a stylized version. And yeah, have fun. for the braids, I'm going to be putting this pattern in the braid. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the pattern I'm gonna be drawing in the braid. First, you start out with a line like this, then you do a line like that, then you do a line like this, and then you do a line like that. So we're putting in these like diagonal bricks, kind of. Yeah, I guess you can call it diagonal bricks. So that's what I'm gonna be putting in the rows that we created. So that way we can go in with our pencil and we can just draw it in without all of those, yeah. Alrighty, oh, let me show you next what I'm gonna be doing, because you're not gonna be able to see it that much when I do it there. And then once that's done, you just round out the sides. So that's how you make a braid. Ooh, cute, right? Cute and simple and fun and easy. And then, you know, you can add in the details by just, you know, doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Adding in those little strands. I'll do it in the pencil so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm making like these little strands like this. And then it's like that. And that's how I make the braids for the cornrows. And I can get more detailed with this, but you know, I'm just giving you all an example. Okay, alrighty. So let's get to it. Okay, you guys, so that was the tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching. I really had a lot of fun making this, honestly. I think it turned out so cute with her little cornrows. Super cute. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys enjoyed this, if you learned from it. And also make sure you guys check out my Patreon. I have more tutorials there. I also have a tutorial on all of the angles of the head, so I have that available. And this month I will be doing how to draw boys. boys. So I don't know if I've already posted that or not, but I will be posting that for this month of April. That is the tutorial that everyone voted for on my Patreon. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, because I know you guys have been waiting for me to draw boys, you guys can see that on my Patreon on the sushi roll tier. That's where I post all of my tutorials and real-time videos. And I also post monthly coloring pages, and I have wallpapers and other kind of exclusive rewards for you guys to check out and see behind the scenes of stuff that I'm working on. So yeah, you guys, I hope that you all learned something from this video. Make sure that you guys follow me on my TikTok, y'all, because you know, your girl's trying to post a little bit more on there, get a little bit more active on there, and also follow me on my Instagram. So yeah, you guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. And yeah, you guys, I will see you all on my next video. Love you guys so much. Peace, love, and God bless, my loves. Bye.